discussions over dinner shortly. I highlighted the importance of our Council of Ministers decision of December 5th, which stresses that all parties and political formation of my government are committed to implementing the disassociation policy. I told High Representative Mogherini that my priority is to protect Lebanon and the Lebanese from regional fires, and thank her for the EU participation in the International Support Group meeting in Paris on December 8th. In that meeting, the international community clearly expressed support to Lebanon's political stability, economic stability, and security. I thank the EU in particular for their commitment to their conference program for the first semester of next year in support of Lebanon's army and security institution in Rome and of Lebanon's economy in Paris. I also reiterated our commitment to UN Security Council resolution, and in particular Resolution 1701, where our army and UNIFIL are cooperating in keeping stability and security in the south. In this regard, we are working on reinforcing the Lebanese army presence south of the Litani very soon. We also talked about my government's latest achievement, awarding the first ever oil and gas license offshore off our shores. I am committed to ensure good governance and transparency in this strategic sector of our economy. I thank also Her Excellency for their effort to help Lebanon face the Syrian displaced crisis, and particularly their Brussels II conference program for the next year. I confirm that the elections will happen on time. And finally, I reiterated our stance on the latest U.S. decision on Jerusalem. It is simply unacceptable to us, and we consider it as a blow to any peace process. My government remains committed to the Arab Initiative of 2002, based on a two-state solution with Jerusalem as the capital of Palestine. In conclusion, allow me once again to thank you and welcome you in Lebanon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. It was only natural from my side, a friend of Lebanon, representing the European Union friendship to Lebanon and to you personally, to be the first high official from the international community to come and visit you here in Beirut after your return to the capital of your country. As you said, for the European Union, it was a priority to support you in your mission to protect Lebanon. For us, it has always been and will continue always to be a priority to preserve and continue to build Lebanon's strength, independence, economic development, security, and we were extremely satisfied with your return to Beirut and the resumption of the work of the cabinet that you chair. And I'm particularly happy being here today, exactly one day in which you have a cabinet meeting, to see that institutions are functioning, are strong, are delivering for the Lebanese people. This is, I know, your personal commitment, and this is also the European Union objective, to support you personally and the Lebanese institutions while working for the Lebanese people. This is something very important for us. I personally visited Lebanon many times, in times where institutions were not particularly functioning, and I was glad in the last year to see progress in this respect, with a cabinet that is working under your leadership, a parliament that is passing important laws like the electoral reform recently, or working on the budget, and institutions and a president that has managed the crisis in a remarkable manner. So for the European Union, seeing institutions of Lebanon working together, political forces in Lebanon working together in unity, with a strong recommitment to the de-association policy that we now expect to be turned into action, implemented at full, and respected, is a fundamental priority as friends, because for us, Lebanon, as you know, is a close friend. The European Union will always be there. We discussed several issues you mentioned, in particular the support the European Union gives to Lebanon, both on the security forces. For us, the work that the Lebanese armed forces are doing is essential. The Rome conference in February will be key in this respect. We will also continue to work on the economic development, the investments environment, and also with the Brussels conference in April, we'll work on the future of Syria and the region, moving hopefully to a next phase where we can start, if the political conditions are there, to see how the international community can support the region and the future of Syria as we start to plan for a future reconstruction based on a political agreement that has still to be reached in Geneva. I would also like to spend one word on Jerusalem. Mr. Prime Minister, I fully share your words. Also this, I believe that Lebanon and the European Union stand on the same side, in the same position. I had the chance of expressing these positions clearly, both to Secretary of State Tillerson, but also to Prime Minister Netanyahu last week. The European Union believes that the only solution to the conflict in the Middle East is a two-state solution with Jerusalem as the capital of the State of Israel and the capital of the State of Palestine along the 67 lines. And I know this is exactly what representing the United States has discussed, and we share the same appreciation for the Arab solution as a basis for restoring peace. And I'm sure that we will continue to work again, let me stress the fact that I'm personally very happy to see you here in Beirut today, and that for me it was important to come and see you as soon as possible to discuss the way forward of the strengthening of Lebanese institutions, the delivery from the Lebanese institutions of what the Lebanese people want, and to plan the future work that we can continue to do together. And thank you very much for all this information.
Lebanon's stability is not just vital for its inhabitants, it is for the entire region, which already has been deeply affected by the violence of the conflicts. For Lebanon to be protected from these crises, it is vital that all of the Lebanese and regional parties respect the fundamental principle of non-interference. Recent events have shown that the involvement of Lebanese armed groups in the ongoing clashes cannot continue without exposing Lebanon and all of its component parts to collateral damage.